Alright, so let's explore the Redwood Swamp Cave today and see how viable it is as a base location. It has its own issues, but we'll go over that. So you can see there's a pond here in the Redwoods, with this tree in the middle, and we'll kind of pull up the map real fast, give you an idea where we are. Alright, if you head toward further into the Redwoods from that place, you'll run right into the cave. We'll go ahead and give you the coordinates. We're at about 64.8, 35.1. If you want to build in the cave, you could place some defenses outside. You could even put up a tree platform and place some defenses in it. There's a lot of LOS issues here. I wouldn't recommend it, but you could. Again, I don't recommend putting hardly anything on the surface unless you just absolutely have to. It could just be a slowdown to give you a warning if you wanted. You could also just block the entryway for that as well. Alright, so as we come in the cave, let's see, you can't get very big dinos in here. Not till you get further in, you can use a transmitter. Alright, so you've got it well blocked. You won't be able to use they won't be able to use the transmitter at first. Alright, so we'll go in. And of course, there's damage. You take damage if you're not wearing scuba and ghillie or gas mask in here. So you see the entrance is there. You can drop over the wall there and come down. And you got this pillar in the middle here. It kind of blocks now. I don't think this pillar used to be here in ASE, which has made this room a great place to put turrets at the next spot. But now it kind of would be blocked, so you wouldn't even bother putting turrets here, I don't think. Yeah, it'd just be too many LS issues. Too easy to blow up. You would just keep going. We'll go further in the cave here. This could be an okay slowdown spot. 20 or so turrets in this area. I don't know if you can actually get that many turrets right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. Yeah, you might be able to get 20 between putting on the ground and up on the walls. So you could do like a little 20, 25 turret slowdown. Of course, people in flak with rockets could zerg it with the shields and stuff and beer. So then you'd probably have your generator over here where they couldn't get to it as easily. Anyway, we're not doing a PvP build right now. These are not the exact spots you would put in or how you would build, but we're just testing out ranges to make sure it's viable, right? This is a viable base location. So it could be a slowdown. It doesn't necessarily have to be, but it could be. We keep going. There might even be a better slowdown. Looks like, yeah, right here. You got much more range. You don't have to worry about, yeah, they would have a lot harder time even rocket running. I mean, they could swing over here and shorten that distance, though. Take a few hits, get over here, and then be a lot closer before they started running. But yeah, instead of that, the first place I showed you, you could just do 25 to 50 turrets right here. These, yeah, they do see the other turret. And the generator would see the other generator. So you put your generator back in here. And it does see the other one. Okay. And then we'll see how far. Because this kind of, the final room is like right there or something like that. So everything kind of wraps around in this this cave. And so if you go to the right, over here, there will be another chamber. You could do some breeding in this room here. Of course, this is a... You would have to wear gas masks all the time in this base, right? You constantly have to wear gas mask or just constantly dying or drinking slamming med brews. So it's kind of an expensive place to live in, but if you absolutely had to, or we can get some small dinos in here or put a crafting station in this room. Blue crate's not really worth it anyway. This is... Alright, and then you got this crouch through here, and this pretty much takes you back into... It brings you out to another section of the cave. It's kind of like a shortcut.
It's quite remarkable. The creature also makes
you see we got a little bit of water in here, so you can maybe grow plants if you can find a place where it can see sunlight. Crop plots have a hard time growing. Alright, so then we got a couple of different directions we can go from in here. If they come in through this way, but this is kind of a big area. You can breed some dinos in here.
Enabling 2 passengers.
And if we go back up this way, I believe this will take us back around to where we were just at. And yeah, so, well, they've widened this. Oh boy. This used to stop Megatherians and other big dinos. Now you could walk stegos through here, it looks like.
Constitution, versatility.
Alright, so we could... Technically someone could walk stegos through here, so that kind of makes this harder to block. This could be another choke point right here, with turrets shooting back that way. Like we showed you, you can come around, you go the other way and come around up through here. Which means if you're going to use that as a choke point, then you would also want to go back over here. And use this as a choke point. Again, that would... because they have to crouch walk through here. So this one would be pretty easy to choke point. To use as a choke point and block off. Well, these turrets would definitely see those, and generator would definitely see each other. So that limits what you can do. Protect generators have a much bigger range, easier to use. Okay, so we got two directions we can go now, left or right. So the more directions you can go in a cave, the harder it is to defend your cave, right? So you gotta kind of limit where you put your turrets. So we go left, we have some small tunnels, little pathways here. Yellow crate can spawn here, so be careful about how many foundation stuff you put in. And so you can see down in the other room. Alright, we'll come back around and this should take us out into the chamber with a red loot crate in it. Another path kind of converges here as well. And this is the final kind of room here. Red loot crate will sometimes be right there, so you be careful about how you build it in this room. You want to block that off. That's a really good loot crate. This could be another breeding room. So this is about where you'd want to have your turrets for firing into that room. And of course, then they can kind of cover the rest of the room here, so you can build something here. Turrets along, you can't really put them along the wall because they get blocked by that, but on the ceiling, you could build a kind of a wall here. You would definitely want to reinforce it in lots of places so that if they blow the foundations, it still stands. We can go over that kind of build later. And again, of course, you're taking damage the whole time they're in here, so wearing flak in here would be kind of hard to do. They could wear flak with, I guess, gas mask helmet. Right, and if you use this room to be your final block from this tunnel here, you have to keep in mind they could just dash and drop over here. So we need your turrets definitely on the ceiling to shoot down here and not have anything they can hide under to LOS. So you'd have to be careful how you build this room if that's the way you're going to use it. And the crawl space used to come out here, so they definitely redesigned this cave. Go up through here and see if there's any more exits. As you can see, we're getting much smaller through here. So you could definitely put another stop point here so they have to run. But again, a couple of people with shields and beer would get to those turrets. Okay, yeah, this is the little room back here. Not much here. If you built the back here, you'd block that. So, but you could put, I don't know, I guess you could put personal storage vaults and stuff back here. Now, this room used to have two ways into it, but it looks like there's only one way into it now. Oh, no, there's a second way. Check it out. Where does this go to? Oh, yep, sure enough. Now, this keeps dinos from coming through here. This looks like a crouch point. Oh, did I go? I see. Oh, so that crouch point. Oh, wow, there's lots of ways. Okay, so there's lots of ways into this. This is another crouch point from. Oh, that's what's up. Okay, so the blue crate room has two exits. Alright, you got the one over there, that crouch point that takes you to that bigger room. And then you got the crouch point here that takes you out into the final room. So this is still here. Once you come out into this big room, you can kind of get big dinos out again. But that'll kind of limit what you can bring under here. I'm not sure. Stego? Yeah, Stego should fit through here. Should, maybe not. But you could definitely put one here to soak. So if you're going to stop people from coming this direction, you'd probably put your turrets about here. And maybe a little farther back. Some there, some farther back. Just in case they beer run these. And of course, they can go both directions. So just kind of line it back and slow them down as you come through here. Definitely limits how many turrets you can use in here because this is kind of a small cave. And a lot of your turrets will be seen by your other turrets and generators by your other generators. And of course, you're taking damage every time you're in here, so you have to constantly wear gas masks and stuff. So it's not a great base location. Your dinos don't take damage, so you could be for breeding. I wouldn't enjoy living here, but I know people lived in the radiation zone on Aberration. They just lived in their chem suits, so maybe when chem suits come out, this would be more viable base location. But I'm not sure the chem suits actually stop this damage either. The damage over time in this game is a great defense, but it's also a great hindrance. So for that reason, I'd probably give this a 4 out of 10 on the, for a PvP base location. Simply because it does have a decent amount of room for a small tribe to breed in here, but it's going to be a pain to live in here. And you don't have a whole lot of great places to put down defenses to stop someone from getting into this cave. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button. Have an awesome day.